So, Ken, you mentioned January 6th, the committee, and Liz Cheyney has been at the helm of that whole thing. Her dad, Dick Cheney, used to be vice president of the United States and has put out a campaign ad for her. I mean, she is dying on the vine on her campaign, but this is Dick Cheney's contribution, which has now been uniformly condemned by both sides. But watch.
In our nation's 246-year history, there has never been an individual who is a greater threat to our republic than Donald Trump. He tried to steal the last election using lies and violence to keep himself in power after the voters had rejected him. He is a coward. A real man wouldn't lie to his supporters. He lost his election, and he lost big. I know it, he knows it, and deep down, I think most Republicans know it. Lynn and I are so proud of Liz for standing up for the truth, doing what's right, honoring her oath to the Constitution, when so many in our party are too scared to do so.
Of course, the right wing is on Team Trump. I mean, the majority of Republicans agree with Trump's claim of a stolen election. The polls show that. And the left, is there a figure besides Trump who they hate more than Dick Cheney? He's not the messenger. I don't get. I'm not sure who this is appealing to.
It was certainly aimed to the right, not the left. It's a Republican primary in God's country out west. And you're right. The crux of it all comes down to one sentence that he was wrong in. Deep in their hearts, most Republicans think this election was stolen, and that's because Trump said it was multiple times. It's because also the media abdicated its responsibility in kind of looking into that in a fair way. I mean, you had the left media who, even if it was stolen, was going to be cheering it, and the right media didn't look into it all that much because if you're Fox or if you're if you're somebody on the right, you don't get a whole lot of pats on the back for saying, hey, we looked into all these claims and there was some little stealing and some little stupid stuff around, but no, the election wasn't stolen. I mean, if you in your heart believe that as a primetime anchor on Fox, it's not going to help your ratings to talk about that. So the media on both sides have allowed that divide in America. The left doesn't care, doesn't think it happened, and the right believes that strongly. I can tell you, every time I've deep dived and looked into either a lawsuit or one of the allegations, I've still never found any kind of evidence that showed anything besides minor things that would not have affected the election.
No, I know. Same. I mean, there's been red flags, but nothing that would change the actual results. People believe it, whatever. The point is, Liz Cheyney, she's done. She's done in Republican politics. And the savior of that future is not Dick Cheney. I mean, I'm amazed she's running again. Why didn't she just say, you know what? I did what I thought was the honorable thing. Off I go. I realize it's created too big a gulf between me and my party. They've been trying to tell her that for the past year. I guess she wants to go down in flames, which I think is where this is going to end.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think she failed at being able to convince her base that she was right. And unfortunately, there might be a way to do that, but certainly that committee wasn't the way to do it. Once the Republicans were rejected by the left, and the Republicans decided to basically boycott, except for those two, boycott that hearing. They couldn't make the claim that this is any kind of a fair trial. It's a trial without a defense, and you would never lose a case, Megyn, if you just had one side, despite whatever the facts might be.
Yeah, of course. And they've manipulated evidence. They've manipulated videotapes. They've put out witness testimony and talked about taking the Fifth Amendment in a way that's very deceptive and inappropriate. So I really have no sympathy for Liz Cheyney or the position in which she finds herself. I do not think this has been an honest hearing. It certainly hasn't been a fair one. Now, on Capitol.
The irony is, though, I would love to see a fair hearing on this because I think that most of my friends on the right are just wrong. They saw too many headlines. They saw too many. There's a lot of smoke. Don't get me wrong, but I think they're all wrong, and this wasn't the way to convince them.
Are the high fuel costs putting a damper on your summer vacation plans? From higher prices at the pump to a spike in airfare, it's getting more expensive to get away for a week. But what if you could soak up those vacation vibes year round? Get a Michael Phelps swim spa by Master Spas, and you can. Whether you want to stay close to home this summer or you just want to extend your break, a Michael Phelps swim spa by Master Spas can transform your backyard into a lovely oasis. It combines the benefits of a pool with the therapy of a hot tub. This will reinvent your family time. You'll love it. Your family and friends will too. You can basically do laps in a teeny tiny little pool that fits in a teeny tiny backyard and doesn't break the bank. Michael Phelps Swim Spas by Master Spas come in a variety of sizes. You can get the big ones, you can get the small ones that will complement virtually any yard, even if it's a small one. And since it is heated, you can use it year round in any climate. Michael Phelps Swim Spas are 100% made right here in the good old US of A by Master Spas, the world's largest swim spa manufacturer. Go to masterspas.com, put in the promo code MK. That will save you $1,000 on a Michael Phelps Swim Spa or $500 on a Master Spas hot tub. That's masterspas.com, promo code MK. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.